Hello and welcome to Elephant English Podcast. In today's video, we're going to be following some B2 or first certificate speaking questions about the media. This might help you to practice for your speaking exam, or you can just listen along. The first question is, how do you know what's happening in the world? Well, I normally look at the news in the morning before I go to work while I'm having my breakfast. I've downloaded the BBC News app on my phone, so I normally take a look at that in the morning and I press on the news stories that I find the most interesting. The next question is, do you ever listen to the radio? Yes, I sometimes listen to the radio in the morning while I'm on my way to work. However, it just depends on the day really, because if I'm very tired, I don't listen to the radio. I find that in the morning, they still play songs that are very loud, and so if I'm very tired and I haven't slept well, I don't really fancy listening to rock music. So it just depends on how I feel that morning and on the type of music that they are playing. The next question is, what programs do you like on the radio? I like the music programs that they have on the radio, especially the ones that are on in the afternoon. These programs play really good music and I can sing along while I'm driving back from work, and every half an hour they tell you a summary of the things that have happened that day. So they tell you a short version of the news, and I think it's quite good because when you come back from work you don't really want to listen to 15 minutes of the news. So it's good to know what's happening in the world, but for it to be short and sweet. The next question is, how important is TV to you? TV isn't that important to me. I watch Netflix more than cable TV, so this is why I would say that I could easily live without TV. Well, I could live without Netflix too, but I don't watch it every single day. I might watch something at the weekend if my parents send me a message to say, turn on the TV because we're watching this program and it's really good. So I might watch it then, but I don't have a program that I watch every single week. The next question is, do you like the same TV programs as your parents? No, I don't like the same TV programs as my parents because they like a lot of quiz shows, but I don't like them. There are some quiz shows in England that are called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Pointless, and my parents enjoy watching them, but I don't. I think that it's quite a long time to spend watching a program because they last about 1 hour, I think. And when I come back from work, it is a long time to spend watching a program. My parents are retired, so that is how they have so much time to watch them. The next question is, what's the difference between reading the news in the newspaper and watching it on TV? Well, the obvious difference is that on TV there are videos and there are photos in the reports, whereas in the newspaper there are only photos. But another difference is that in the newspaper you can flip through the pages to find a story that you're interested in. Whereas when you're watching the news on TV, normally you've got to watch the whole programme, and there are a lot of news reports that you're not really interested in. And also, reading the news in the newspaper is quite good because you can read one news story and then put it down, and then maybe 20 minutes later you can come back and continue reading. Whereas on TV, it's normally at a set time, so you would have to turn the TV on at 3 o'clock or at 9 o'clock whenever the news are on, and if you miss that time slot, then you miss the news. The final question is, do you think computers will replace newspapers and TV in the future? Yes, I'm sure that computers, or whatever the new technology will be in the future, will replace newspapers and TV, because, like we said before, there are quite a few disadvantages to watching the news on TV, because you've got to turn it on at that specific time, you've got to watch all of the news, so it's quite time consuming. And also there's quite a few disadvantages to reading the newspaper. It can be quite boring for some people if your attention span isn't that good. And I think that in the future, people will want everything quite instant. And I think that they will want to select what they want to see, when they want to see it, and where they want to see it. Kind of like how it is like when I open up my phone and press on the BBC app. I can choose when I want to look at the news, and where I do it from, and also what type of stories I'm interested in. So in today's video, we have talked about the media following some speaking questions from exams. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.